Hello again, Mark Foley here with another 3 minutes on a law topic. This time I want to talk about sorting out the financial issues which arise in a divorce. It will usually take between 6 and 18 months to resolve the financial issues in a divorce. It depends upon the amount of assets which were involved. It depends upon the amount of issues which are thrown up by those assets and the situation of the parties and the circumstances of the family. For example, the usual issues are that there's a matrimonial home which one party wants to carry on living in or might need to be sold and the proceeds divided, in which case a house has to be transferred, mortgages have to be arranged, people have to be released from liability for mortgages sometimes. Savings have to be divided up, debts have to be dealt with, maybe pensions that need looking into and dividing up. There may be business assets such as shares in companies or interest in partnerships or business property of a sole trader. There may be issues about the amount of child support which has to be paid. There may be issues about spousal maintenance which might have to be paid. In the first place, the solicitors will try and sort this out by negotiation. The parties will disclose financial information to each other, and then there'll be an attempt to sort them out by negotiation. If that fails, then there'll be a referral to mediation, and sometimes mediation can help resolve the issues. If that fails as well, then sometimes all the parties can do is have recourse to the court, and there's a financial remedy process, as it's called, which has to be entered into. How much is this going to cost? Well, sometimes the parties get along quite well and they will come to the solicitors with pretty much a done deal, and they'll just want it implemented into a binding final court order, often called a consent order. And for that kind of work it can be sometimes less than £1,000. More typically, where there's some disclosure and then negotiation, you're talking about something between £2,000 and £4,000. Beyond that, I would say it's getting expensive. I've done several cases where the costs were in the region of £6,000 to £8,000, shall we say. They're getting very expensive when they go over £10,000. The most expensive one I've ever done was £15,000, and I have to say, hand on heart, probably about half of that money was unnecessary, and it was incurred simply because the parties had no relationship. They couldn't speak to each other. Everything had to be done through solicitors, and it was very contentious. If you want to know more and have a talk about your particular case and get a sharper, more accurate view on what it's likely to cost in your case, give me a call.